let's let the viewers know that's not illegal. As we're going to see a replay here. They ride the rail.
Wow. Limers took a deep dive. The Chiefs took an even deeper dive.
What do you think this does this significantly help Momo's legacy? Ladies and gentlemen, we're rolling at you live with another edition of Jelles Marblecast. We have the All-Stars review for you. I'm still wearing the shirt, guys. I think I might be back. Tarako has lit my fire back up.
A lot of questions to be asked to the Russ camp after that monologue last week. Got some hate, got some comments back. What have you done for me lately? Looks like the O-Rangers woke up and brought your fandom back to life there.
Yeah, I did see those comments, and to be honest, they're right. You're not really a fan if you're a fair weather fan, and I haven't been a fair weather fan all my life in any of my other sports teams, so why would I do that now with the O-Rangers? I might pick another team to root for if the O-Rangers are down in the dumps, but I'm really happy with the end result here. Tarako appears to be the future of this team that I was asking for a while now, so I'm excited about the O-Rangers going forward, but let's talk about this whole event as a whole.
Absolutely. It was great to see the ice maze reminiscing of the summer.
Oh, yeah.
From MS100. I love that track. We saw obstacles like the Crazy Chevron, Balls of Chaos. Bells Fell Carousel. Crazy Chevron. Ball bearings were back, so that was awesome to see. Obviously a little upset about the results here, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, let's hop into that real quick, because Super Bowl loss. I know we've been talking about this. 2025 is the year of shimmy. Super Bowl loss, and now Limers plummet down the leaderboard from first, second, third, now down to eighth. How are you holding up now?
Yeah, not great. Tough. When you come out in the last four races with the results that the Limers had, you can't expect to be in that top three.
Yeah,
and they were far from it.
Yeah, last two races really kind of just fell down the leaderboards. Was a little bit of not a flash in the pan, because they actually did have a pretty consistently good year, but to finish it that way was pretty sad. Let's talk about Momo, because I think that's kind of the big takeaway here from All-Stars. I know it's not ranked as highly as Marble League or these high events, but to win the Marble League, still have the stamina to come back and win the All-Stars, pretty impressive.
Quite a show we're seeing from Momo. Quite reminiscent of the great Patriots days and the dynasty that the Chiefs have built. Other comparisons in soccer too. Quite a finish from Momo. You look at their results in the past four races, 3 medals in the last four total medals in 8 races. You can't help but just admire the excellence, because it sure was excellent.
It was excellent, especially those last 4 races. We're seeing 3 medals and a 9-pointer, and then a medal in event 1. Just pretty dominant, honestly. They won this whole thing by 25 points, 24
points, yeah.
Question, what do you think this does this significantly help Momo's legacy, the fact that it is an event that people aren't necessarily, it's not like a top event?
You know what? I don't know about legacy. I think it definitely puts them on the map if they weren't already on the map.
Yeah.
I think to win a Marble League and then come back and win an All-Stars event dominantly. If I remember right, they won Marble League pretty handily. I mean, they had who was up there with them, I can't remember. But
Snowballs, Blackjacks.
Yeah, Momo took it, I think, early on in that last video for Marble League. They're dominant, and they're definitely they're on the eyes of many. I think they're on the map, and they're scary to watch.
Absolutely, I think they're having their moment right now, and I think because this is a back-to-back win from Marble League, I think that's what propels their legacy a little bit further forward than it might if this All-Stars event was a standalone event. The fact that they just won first place back-to-back events with 16 marbles included, and this being the cream of the crop, it's definitely impressive and definitely a team to look out for. Staking their claim as, I don't know, top. We'll do an updated rankings, but maybe like a top 10 marble all time.
And you know what? They did it in similar fashion. If you remember back to Marble League, they kind of came out of nowhere, shot out of a gun per se. They kind of did the same here. I know they had that silver medal in event 1, but they came out through 4 races. They really weren't in that top 5. We weren't really talking about them. Then they just blow everybody's doors in and end up winning this event by 24 points.
Yeah, and also very similar to how it ended last year with that final event. We saw Snowballs and Blackjacks kind of just get wiped out of the elimination race in the first 3 or 4 races, so Momo was able to claim the title. in this event, this elimination race, we saw Savage Speeders and Raspberry Racers go out early to just basically give Momo the victory again. So they didn't really have to stress it too much going down that last event.
Yeah, and it begs the question of the next event. Are they still going to be fresh? I mean, they seem to be winning easily. So Team Momo, a team to watch out for. I certainly am scared of them being a Limers fan.
Definitely. Let's go down leaderboard a little bit. Savage Speeders, not much to talk about. We've touched on them a lot this entire All-Stars season, kind of returning to glory. Just still a great team.
Yeah, great team. A big silver medal for that squad. I think they needed it after kind of the year they've had. A return to excellence, if you want to say that. The only team with 3 medals. Really, that's what carried them. If you look at their other results, they really didn't have many top 10 results.
Yeah.
They had a couple 5 points, a 6 point, but those 3 medals carried them to 89 points and podiuming at second place.
Absolutely. Let's go down again. Minty Maniacs jumped 6 spots to earn a bronze. Huge for them. Looking at their stats just throughout this All-Stars, it's pretty bad. I mean, there's a 2, a 0 in there. Only 3 double-digit performances. And I saw a stat. I think they only had a 3.6% chance to medal, to podium in this thing, and they did it.
It's pretty awesome if you're a Minties fan, just because that ice maze got them in the podium. I mean, they had a great performance in the ice maze, coming in second.
Yeah.
We probably aren't talking about them, if they haven't performed in that race and they find themselves on a podium. Great momentum booster if you're a Minty Maniacs.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the leaderboard, they needed a lot of things to happen. They needed the Raspberry Racers and the Crazy Cat's Eyes to struggle, Primary to struggle a little bit, Limers to do poorly, and basically it all fell for them. So I don't know, props to them for continuing to fight and getting that bronze medal. It's huge to go home with hardware. A little bit sad for Raspberry Racers, who earned that 3rd spot last week, only to just drop a 2 spot and kind of miss out.
Yeah, absolutely. Stand corrected. Raspberry Racers also had 3 medals there as I look. But again, you can't have 2 one-point efforts and a 2-point effort and expect to get on that podium. I mean, they were right there, but just fell a little short, especially in event 8 there. So tough if you're a Raspberry Racers fan.
Yeah. Then we got the O Rangers. Obviously, I mean, I'm excited. Top 5 finish is fun. Tarako seems to be maybe the golden marble. With that gold medal finish in the last event and an 8 before, so that's 2 top 8 finishes that they performed in. So I'm excited about the O Rangers' future a little bit more now, and it's nice to come over Crazy Cat's Eyes and kind of your Limers.
Yeah. I mean, going down, I agree with your O Rangers take there. I think we need to talk about Team Primary and the Limers. I think those were 2 teams at the beginning of this event. People were yelling that they shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
As disappointed as I am in the Limers, along with Team Primary, because they had a great start, I think you're pretty proud of yourself.
Definitely.
If, taking a step back, I think you're proud of yourself if you're on one of those 2 sides. Wanted to do better for sure, but you know what? You showed that you belong there. And I think that's big for those programs.
Yeah, it hurts, obviously, the fact that your expectations got loftier as the first couple of races went on, because you were sitting at 1st and 2nd for Team Primary and Limers, only to come down 7th and 8th. But like you said, if you take a step back and think about what you were expecting at the beginning of this whole event, 7th and 8th for Primary and Limers is probably something you take, and especially beating the Oceanics. I know that was goal number 1.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, I'm looking at this leaderboard. That just eases the pain a little bit. Was the 3rd team, correct me if I'm wrong, was it the Balls of Chaos? Was that 3rd team there?
People we can hop into them, please, if you want.
Because, on the contrary, the Balls of Chaos, there was some noise around them in the beginning. People were saying they shouldn't, and Marbles were saying they shouldn't be there. They certainly proved them right.
Yeah.
Coming in last, 2 0-point finishes to start. They got on the podium once with a silver medal, but truly proved that they do not belong in the All-Stars event.
Definitely a little bit too soon of an inclusion, I think, for them, but props to Ellie and the team for getting Limers and Primary in there. And then Green Ducks also, we talked about them last week, but just lick your wounds, go home, rest up. They need some much needed rest.
Yeah, no panic button if you're a Green Ducks fan. They're fine. They're going to bounce back. I truly believe that. I think we both do, and they'll be fine. So you move on if you're a Green Ducks fan.
Absolutely. I mean, these other marbles towards the bottom, I don't know. There's not much to touch on with them. Just not great performances, really.
Thin margin between really 4 and 11.
Yeah.
I look at a team like a Galactic, had quite a year with what happened there, and
True.
what, they performed well. Nothing to be too upset about, even though you wanted to finish higher. I think a lot of good came from this event, especially from the middle of the pack. Teams like the Limers, Primary, even Galactic. I think they have some confidence going forward here.
Yeah, I'm looking at Galactic's score line right now. It's actually solid. No medals, but just really consistent play. 2 4th places, couple 5th places, just a solid performance.
Yeah, I think that they could be proud going home back to the Galaxy.
Definitely, I think. Yeah. Should we just hop into voicemails, or let's get this overall event? What are you giving it out of 10? I liked it. I know it's. I like everything that the team puts out, but I think in terms of its comparison to Marble League and things like that, it wasn't quite up to that standard. But it was a fun event nonetheless.
Yeah, I agree. If I'm ranking it out of 10, it's probably a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
7.5 out of 10 maybe. I love that my teams were in it, so I think that makes it
for sure
a lot easier.
For sure.
But you know what? It was a great event. Obviously, a little upset with the winner just because you get a little fatigued seeing the same team. But you know what? Good for Momo. They haven't been winning for the past years. It's just been as of recent.
Right.
So there's certainly some good to come out of this.
Definitely. Should we move into voicemails quick? I think this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because we're moving into the Sweet 16 for Marble Madness, and we also kind of have a weird travel thing that we're doing, so we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
but
maybe some racing somewhere.
Maybe some surprise pop up racing. But let's play a voicemail from a new voicemailer.
Yeah, new voicemailer. We have a couple here, but we're going to go with one.
Yeah.
So sorry for our other voicemailers. We're going to go with Andre.
Yep.
Coming at us.
Hello, my name is Andre. I'm new here. It's my first time starting a video. I'm a Slash Beaters and a bit of a Cobalts and Leaderboards fan. I want to talk about the Cobalts. Smokey's the new head coach. I feel like he should lead them to a good showdown finish, maybe a Marble League qualification. I feel like that's a bit too much to ask for a new coach. But do you guys see them doing good in showdown and maybe qualifying for a Marble League next year? I don't know. Second thing, Limers. Do we think the Limers could carry on this form into showdown? They have been really good. They have 67 points. Crazy Cats right on their tails. Maybe they could, get a podium or something like that. It'd be amazing for them. Finally make their fans happy or something. But yeah, that's basically all I want.
Thank you, Andre. Love your voicemail. It's a little bit of a two-parter. Where do you think he's from?
I don't know. So Eastern European. That's my guess.
Yeah,
somewhere there.
I don't know. I thought maybe Western or French or something. But let us know, Andre, if you submit again.
Maybe Polish.
Yeah. So first part, he's talking something we actually haven't touched on. That's kind of a big deal. Smokey is becoming the Cobalt's head coach, formerly the Hazers coach. Unprecedented occurrence in the Marble universe.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it should be interesting to see how it plays out. You got a star Marble and Cerulean there that was put on display in the last couple events. You definitely have something to work with there if you're a Cobalts fan. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done behind the scenes to get to qualifying for a Marble League potentially next year. But you know what? It's a good start, but there's a lot of work to be done.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's going to inject some energy into this franchise, and I think Smokey, along with what you said, Cerulean, that all-star Marble, anything can happen when you have Cerulean in the lineup. So I think, to Andre's point, I don't remember exactly what his question was, but I think the Cobalts can have a solid year this year.
Yeah, that's kind of what he was asking. Yeah. Is do they find success in the near future here? What does it say about the Hazers? Because that's kind of what I thought of when I first saw this news. I
don't know. I think it's kind of a wait and see. I mean, obviously we saw the Hazers not do particularly much here in this All-Stars, but you got to wait and see, because has Smokey actually left the team yet? I don't think so. I think Smokey's leaving the team in April or something.
I believe so. Yeah, we have to check, but yeah, I think so.
So I think it's a wait and see approach for the Hazers and the Cobalts, but my outlook is more positive on the Cobalts. And that's right, Hazy, I think, is coming back to take over as their coach, the legendary old captain of theirs. So kind of maybe good moves for both teams, but it's kind of just, it has to be a wait and see approach.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at the post here now. It looks like Smokey has, at the end of the Marble League All-Stars.
Okay.
So now he'll be departing, and looks like Hazy's becoming the new coach here in April, and no tournaments for them upcoming. So quite a bit of work for the Hazers to do as well here.
Yeah.
We should see maybe a different Cobalts team and maybe a different Hazers team the next time we see them race.
And then really quick, Andre touched on the Limers. I mean, I'll let you kind of take that was his question also kind of just the outlook of the Limers? I don't know. Whenever I listen to these voicemails, I try and think of everything that they said, and then I forget everything.
No, you know what? He was obviously sent us his voicemail before the event 8, and hearing we had 67 points before event 8. I mean, if we muster up any kind of effort and get anywhere near a podium in event 8, I think we get in the top 5. It would have been great for our fans. It would have been great for the Limers, and we blew it. So thanks for reminding me, Andre. But that's kind of where the Limers lie.
Retroactive disappointment from Andre there.
Yeah.
All right, let's just talk quickly about. We good? Are you good on All Stars?
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's talk about this Sweet 16 and this new track we have on our hands here.
Yes, let's do that. Exciting new track. When we throw it down to the broadcast team, there'll be a little bit of an explanation as they go down the track, kind of just the different tiers that it has. But it's a fast track, and we got some thrilling matchups for you today and next episode. Certainly
a fast track. A lot of aerial movements. I think we're going to see a lot of DNFs just from the practice rounds we've seen. It's very go big or go home. I think we're going to see marbles take chances here, especially from behind. You're down in a race, you're down in the matchup 1-0. I think we're going to see some craziness here. Maybe marbles, laying out and putting their bodies on the line a little bit more just because of the craziness of the track.
Definitely. So let's throw it down there, and then we'll do a little bit of recap afterwards, yeah?
Sounds good to me.
All right, we're throwing it down. Welcome into Marble Madness. Once again, I am joined by JP. Shim, what are we looking forward to in the Sweet 16 round?
The Sweet 16, new track, I hear.
Yes.
Should be fun-filled here. A couple good matchups to watch out for. We're in for a doozy.
I think that Green Duck Savage Speeders matchup is what everyone has their popcorn ready for. But first off, we're going to start here with Gliding Glacier, Shining Swarm. Two teams not totally expected to be here. As we go down, let's do a little preview of this new track we have.
It's a really sophisticated track as we begin the race 1 here, and the purple 8s are starting down to the blue funnels. It's a very vertical track off the bar here as we see, and it runs pretty fast.
It does run fast, and there's a little bit of a 3-tier system going on here. The marbles take flight 2 times during this race, this being the race to the finish, Tier 3 here. Going to be really exciting to watch these marbles go throughout as we see Shining Swarm, 32 seed, with another win. They are looking like a marble reborn.
The upset story continues. The Shining Swarm seemed pretty good after race 1. As we see, this track starts off quick here with a lot of aerial movement. It's really a test of who can fly through the air quicker and who can get down this track as we see Shining Swarm slowing there a little bit.
Yeah, big time. We see Gliding Glaciers with a pretty sizable lead here, and it looks like they're going to take race 2. We're going to see our first rubber match of the day with that far side looking a little fast.
Wow, the quickness of this track is insane. I can't even speak how quick this is as we have the Shining Swarm slowing things down here. But these races are going fast, and these marbles are going even faster.
Yeah, it's a track that really is showcasing the dynamic speed of these athletes. Let's see who's going to move on here with race 3. I really like that drop in on the blue funnel. I think that's a big part of the race.
And it's a key part of the race as we see that Shining Swarm get through that blue funnel quickly as the Gliding Glaciers are hanging on here for dear life.
Yeah, it looks like the near side track is having a little bit of a harder time with that blue funnel. Shining Swarm already into the yellow funnel, looking to take this one early.
The Shining Swarm, brackets everywhere, could be busted. Only a few remain that have the Shining Swarm moving on here, and they do.
As we know, the perfect bracket, Sior Moralio had Shining Swarm as their winner, so we're seeing them excel here.
He might be a future teller because the Shining Swarm are moving on to the Elite 8.
They are.
They're going to 32 seed.
They're going to await the winner of Mellow Yellow Thunderbolts, who we're going to see race right now, 24-25 seed. Whoever wins this one, it'll be a shocking Elite 8 matchup.
A shocking Elite 8 matchup it is as we go down the purple 8s here into the blue funnel. This is the most important part of the track, in my opinion. That blue funnel is huge as we see Mellow Yellow get down it and into that yellow funnel there.
It absolutely is. This whole middle tier is really just it's the meat of the sandwich, if you will. And this last yellow funnel being kind of just that last bite.
Absolutely. As Mellow Yellow, with authority, takes game 1 here. The Thunderbolts shocking the world as they are very slow getting down this track.
Yeah, they don't look like they really came to play, but we'll see. When they get that far side, maybe that'll help give them a boost.
Race number 2 here, we see pretty even going into the blue funnel.
Oh,
and wow, still even down those grimace steps into the later portion of this track.
Oh
no.
It was a close race, the closest we would have had yet so far today. But Mellow Yellow stuck. Do we have a replay of that? Oh, we do.
Wow.
Ooh, just firmly planted.
Wow, dead on it. The Thunderbolts have life here.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can capitalize on that error by Mellow Yellow, who looked like they might have been able to sweep that race if it wasn't for that DNF. But Mellow Yellow quickly out of that blue funnel and quickly going down the super tube elevator.
We look pretty even here as we get into the yellow funnel. This is going to be a good finish here. Game 3, the rubber match. Who's going to take this matchup here? We're going to find out here real quick.
Couple of wobbles on that top funnel, and it looks like Mellow Yellow is going to move on, even though they were slow through the blue pegs.
You know what? That's probably the more deserving team to move on. After the DNF, they come back. They win race number 3. Good for Mellow Yellow, moving on to the Elite 8.
Absolutely. Now we have the premier matchup of the evening. Wow.
The matchup everyone's been talking about, the 4-seeded Green Ducks against the 13-seeded Savage Speeders. The Savage Speeders being on the near side, the Green Ducks on the far side. As we start this race in the blue funnels, Savage Speeders came to race today.
Yeah, for the first time, we're seeing this that near blue funnel actually exit first, and Savage Speeders have a pretty sizable lead as the Green Ducks are making their way down the super elevator.
Let's see if the Green Ducks can make up some ground here. It doesn't look great, but they're taking an aggressive line at that yellow funnel. Yeah. We should have a tight one here.
This is a tight one.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
It looks like Green Ducks actually got to the blue pegs first, but just really took their time as the Savage Speeders took that outside line.
Wow. The Savage Speeders taking game 1. That's a big win for them. Now we switch sides here as the Green Ducks are on the near side, Savage Speeders on the far, and they're both down the blue funnel very quickly. These two teams came to race.
Oh, Green Ducks and Savage Speeders almost getting caught up on the green tubes.
Oh.
But, was that a...
Wow.
Green Ducks they skipped the ball carrier.
I think we just saw a skip of an obstacle there. The Green Ducks skipping that green catcher, going right into the yellow funnel. Kind of a go big or go home moment there for the Green Ducks.
Big time, and let's let the viewers know that's not illegal. As we're going to see a replay here, they ride the rail.
Wow.
And strategically, that was some epic stuff.
That was fantastic. Just what they needed as we're now in a rubber match here. Savage Speeders aren't going anywhere, though. They're probably a little angry after that maneuver by the Green Ducks.
I think so, too, but they're lacking behind here in this near side funnel. Green Ducks taking an early big lead, already down to the yellow funnel. Savage Speeders have not left the blue.
Oh, man, they look slow out of that blue funnel. This race could be over as the momentum of the Green Ducks jumping that obstacle is going to take them to the Elite 8, it looks like here, as they go down into the catch basin. Wow.
It all came down to that first race, really.
What a punchback by the Green Ducks. Going down 1-0, coming back and winning this matchup.
Yeah, that's what you really love to see is that kind of comeback story. Green Ducks are moving on. That lived up to the hype, I can say.
Chocolatiers and the Minties here. Who do you like in this matchup?
I mean, we both love the Minties. I know we've been talking about them heavy as being one of the fastest marbles we saw in round 1. Let's see if they can continue that.
As we go down the purple 8s here, pretty even as we enter the Grimace steps. Looks like a tight race here, but the Minties have this quick advantage here.
They have the quick advantage. Grimace steps we haven't acknowledged yet, but nice to see them back in action in a different location. Yellow funnel's really the climax of this entire race. This is a close one.
This is a close one. I like the Minties to come out and take race 1. Chocolatiers backs against the wall. Let's see how they perform here in race 2.
Yeah, I don't like their chances here with Minty Maniacs being one of the fastest looking teams in round 1, and they already look good right here today.
Chocolatiers not going to go down without a fight, but the Minties coming with speed. They might lock this thing up in 2 races here.
Oh, wow. another funnel exit, illegal bending of the rules funnel exit, but we accept it.
We may see that maneuver more. Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Let's take a look at that again as the Minties go for broke there. They copy the Green Ducks, but the Chocolatiers out of nowhere sneak down and steal a win. Race 2 goes
like
to the
robbery.
Chocolatiers. Wow. Okay. We did not see that coming. Some strategy going into play here as these racers learn this track. As we head into race 3, wow, the Chocolatiers shot out of a cannon, down and now into the yellow funnels.
My goodness, I don't believe what I'm seeing. This is highway robbery right now. The Minty Maniacs might have to be going home because of a security error.
Oh, man. The Chocolatiers are going to get through that yellow funnel.
Wow.
They're going to take this matchup.
Who saw that?
Wow. Coming from behind.
2 straight races. An epic comeback in race 2. Wow. Chocolatiers maybe are a force to be reckoned with that we did not anticipate.
Wow. Well, now we have the left side of the bracket set. Our Elite 8 matchups are in, but we have another side to go.
Let's throw it up to the studio.
Let's throw it up.
Some great races. I think we saw 4 best of 3. We saw 4 third races.
Yeah, it was quite a couple matchups there. I think really in this first side of the bracket, we kind of both said it. These marbles are going to start figuring out the track.
Yeah,
and I think the second half of the bracket is going to learn from the first half.
Right.
We saw a couple mistakes, a couple DNFs, and we saw some good strategies play out. So it certainly was a good first round here.
Definitely. we saw some Shining Swarm continues this crazy upset run. Mellow Yellow, also pretty crazy upset. Not necessarily against the Thunderbolts, but just to see a 24 seed and a 32 seed in this next round is pretty crazy. And then Chocolatiers upset Minty Maniacs, and Green Ducks win that premier matchup.
Yeah, we certainly have to talk about that Green Ducks. I mean, they seem to jump over that catch basin one time there. Paid out for them. You know what? They beat a great Savage Speeders team. Look out for those Green Ducks. I think they have a heck of a lot of momentum going into the Elite Eight.
Definitely. So drop us your critiques. Are you good?
I'm good. I'm excited to see the next side of the bracket here and see what Yelly's got in store too coming up.
Yeah, so keep sending your critiques, just some feedback on how we're recording these. Our next episode is another one of those fun ones because we're in between seasons a little bit right now, so we're really excited to share that with you guys. And yeah. Good.
Keep watching, keep subscribing, keep commenting.
Cool. So, guys, Girls and Marbles, we're rolling out, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Peace.